Hi, this is Hart, and I have a mess on my desk. And the reason I have a mess on my desk is because I am about to embellish using the cutouts that I've created, I guess you say, from this book. And when you have a book that you're gutting and then repurposing the same book to create a journal, you want to make sure you have enough journaling pages, places where you can write. And so that's something I have to be conscious of. I also want to be conscious of the things that make this particular book younger than what I want it to be. I want it to feel older. And so those are the two things that I'm taking into consideration. I'm trying to keep the journal simple. And when I say simple, I mean I'm just trying to keep the materials I use easy. So I have scissors, I have a distress ink. You can use all different ways of doing this to ink the edges if I choose to embellish that. I have all the supplies that I'll include in the kit if you do end up getting one from me, but this could also help you if you're making your own from a different kind of book that you've picked up somewhere. So my glue stick, my stapler, because I just love clusters. That just happens. I sometimes need an emery board, and that's to distress or to clean edges or to just tinker with things. And I have double-sided stick tape. This one's almost running out. This one's nice and chubby, so you can see I use it a lot. You don't have to have this. I just like to do it in case I'm adding pockets and it's immediately dry, just for the camera since I'm doing this live. So with that said, let's just get to playing. These are the cutouts that came from the book. I'm going to set these aside for a second, because what I want to put in the book first are the bigger cutouts. So let's just clean up. Oh, I forgot to say I also have a ruler. Why? Because you just never know if you need one. Each person who gets one of these books is also going to have this little envelope of a few extra things. So I'll set that aside as well. If you didn't make all your pieces into pockets, all your pages into pockets, then you'll have scraps. No one's going to get this crappy Scrabble one, which doesn't really go with Egyptian, but these other three might. And so everybody's going to have different kinds of 12 by 12 papers, which you guys will cut down or use however you want. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this yet. I did use part of this when I was tinkering with the cover. Set that aside, and this is for backing for when I make my little journaling cards. I'm kind of zoomed in today, and I'm stealing my jammies. I'm kind of zoomed in today because I want you to have a good close view. And my chat's finally coming up. It's just taken me a second, so I haven't said hi because today they're supposed to be working on my internet. Hopefully it's fixed today. That would be lovely. I'm still whining about it. And it's still spinning like it doesn't work. All right, we know this is the front. When I open it, it doesn't feel like it's the front or back. I'm going to have to fix that. So let's go through these pages, and I'm first going to just look and see if there's any that absolutely need to have the whole page covered. I don't really like the back of this page, but I love the front of this page. I could use it in two parts, so we'll set that aside. This one, oh, that's just darn good to begin with. All right. Now, I do know that I have started trimming other books. This one is not coming whole for everyone because I thought this was cool to be two-sided like that. So I'll set that aside too. All right, this is a perfect whole page. Don't like the back at all. And the front is perfect. So let's look for a whole page that just needs to be covered because I don't like it at all. And that's what I'm going to do first. And I am going to be using a double-sided stick tape when I would recommend you guys to actually use your glue stick. And the reason I say that is because on your glue sticks, it'll take longer to dry, which is why I'm doing it Insta-Stick. but your glue stick will last longer than, oh, hold on, I'm still sorting these. Oh, my audio is choppy. Oh, I wonder why that is. Is it better now? That's strange. And it's not letting me scroll up and down on the chat either. That's so annoying. Yep, still not letting me scroll up and down. All right, well, I can't see anything that was said before 9/11. All right. Do these pages. Those don't need to be covered. This one's going to have to get covered a little bit. So that's going to be covered. This whole page gets covered. So I don't like the Kane's mission because it has to do with the Disney story. And I'm just going to take this whole page and attach it. Now the beauty of doing it Midori style is I can pull out this page. And I'm going to put something there. Here, this will be my bookmark for when I pull pages out. I'll put this there, set the book aside, and this is the page I'm going to work on. Make sure it looks good there, and it does. And yes, I know, this particular page, I can't journal on with a normal pen. That's okay with me. I'm going to come back through, and on the pages where it's whole and it's pretty and I can't journal on the whole page, that's why I have the graph paper, is I'm going to add little bits of graph paper throughout. And that'll give me journaling spots on every page. All right, now I'm going to see if it lets me scroll yet. No, it still doesn't let me scroll. It figures. Oh well. Now, if you're making this a pocket, which you could if you wanted to, then what you would do is, instead of putting tape on all four corners, oh, what am I doing here? Oh, it's on this side. Instead of putting tape on all four corners, you would leave either this side or this side, the long side, untaped, and then you can just slide things in and out. You probably want to have your hole punch nearby to carve that out, which I don't have nearby, so I'm going to do something different today. Oh, no. See, this is why I like the glue stick better. But it is instant for me right now, which is what I need for you guys. All right, so I do like this page, and now this just feels... Now, do you see this white? Not a big fan of the white sticking out, so I'm just going to trim it off. And then if you're anything like me and things come out a little bit wonky, ain't no big deal, you just trim that too. Trim this right here. And I think that's good. Oh, there's a little bit of wonky on this side. And I'll put this page back. And like I said, I'm just looking for whole pages. Now I like both sides. This one will get a little embellishment. This whole page needs to be covered too. I just don't like it. I don't even like that that says traveling with the Kanes. This is my only whole page absolutely left. I'll have to put something down at the bottom. And let me try. If you need yours to be precise, then go ahead and use whatever cutting tool you have that makes you more precise. This little guy right here, I'm going to probably cover him up a bit with my graph paper too. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's do this as a pocket for you guys and show you what I meant. So I'm only putting tape on the top, the bottom, and the side that's towards the middle of the book. And then I normally use a hole punch. Today I'll just use this as, hey, by the way, I'm a pocket, just to let me know. And I'll just put it in a little ways. Move this out of the way. You can use any shape you want to use. So this will be my, hey, by the way, I'm a pocket. I kind of like that look. It's kind of cute. I picked that up on clearance recently at, I think it was Hobby Lobby. I have a lot of scraps when I make things, and it's a good size for that. Alright, see, now I know that it's a pocket, and I can stick crap inside immediately for you guys and show you. Now that one hides away all the way, so whatever I put, I'll have to put something so it'll be easy to show. But this book is for me. I don't need to put something there for right now. We'll decorate the bottom when we come to that, and let's see if there's any more whole pages that I absolutely do not like in this book. Alright, I like the cat, so I'll just decorate around that. That's not, oh, this is a whole page I don't like, and I do like this page. So let's get rid of this. Let's go back to these. I like him. And I've made this a shorter page. So I'm going to trim some of this off. And how tall are you? Are you the, yeah, you're not the inside. So let's go back to using my little cheater and pull this out. So I know which page it goes back into. Set this aside. I think I'll rip it just to make sure. I did cut it a little bit smaller, but that's okay. Ooh, and I can make this a pocket too, but I don't want to, because if I make it too many pockets... Ooh, you know what I can do, though? Oh, it's this side. Is I can make it come up from the bottom. Now I lose part of that. That would have been cute, though. Let me see if I can do it in the middle. Will I lose his ears? Yeah, I lose his ears if I do that. But I can make it come up from the bottom. So let's do that. And what do I mean by that? I just mean that I'm going to fold it here and make it go around to the other side. Make sure my scissors aren't too sharp. And just use this. Oops. Well, I don't want to use those scissors. Let me see. Got a pair of tweezers sitting next to me. I do have a special little folder. There we go. But but I'm trying to use as few tools as I can, since that's what other people will have as well. And I would do a glue stick on this, but like I said, for you guys, it'll be faster if I just use this. Alright, this will be coming up from the bottom, and then how much space do I need on the top here? Because I don't want to cover up little Muffin. Yes, forget it. I'll just rip it off. Yeah, I like that. So the book that I'm repurposing is called The Kane Chronicles Survival Guide. And it's cute and all. It is a little bit too childish, I would say, but I like it. Let's do it this way. All I'm going to do is just use the fold here to line it up as best I can. And then use the fold here to line it up to make it square. And now, do I want to make this a pocket? Yeah, let's make this a... No, I don't want to make it a pocket because, like I said, it'll be too thick. Look at me being indecisive today. So that just means I'm going to take all four corners. And if you're not worried about alligator mouth on your book, then you can make as many pockets as you like. But because the style of this book that I'm working on has its own closure, that's why I'm setting it up this way, to be more flat. So Egyptian history has me interested in this little book with some of the bits and pieces that it's taught me already so far. Definitely makes me want to study it a little bit more to understand it. You know, and it's amazing how much of other cultures seep into our own beliefs, even if it's not in the same exact belief system. There we go. And now this is the side we're covering, and I'm just going to fold it over and lay it down from bottom to top. Now I see that I have a little bit of overhang here. That's the beauty of having this. But you guys can use whatever your cutting tool is. I don't like to gum up my scissors. But this thing, for whatever reason, it can take a beating. Alright, and we'll finish decorating Muffin Lane. I like how thick it makes that page too. Alright, see about putting this in. And I feel like I'm in slow motion today, and I apologize for that. And pull my little mark out. This one I like just this, so we'll figure out about decorating that one. But I could... Oh, see, I like both sides of that. The set animal doesn't have a proper name, isn't very happy when Carter. See, it's telling me the story about Carter. I don't want that on there. I'm noticing that this is out of order. So I put this in backwards. This should start the story of Ra. Because this goes 1, 2, 3. And you're not going to believe this, but the internet guys are here. So that means that I am not going to be able to see anybody's chat. So you guys will have to chat with yourselves, and I'll just keep streaming on Cell. That means I'm not going to be able to see what anybody says. But I will come back and re-watch the whole video to see the chat. Alright. I don't know why I feel the need to keep staggering. Alright. This muffin. Yeah, I do want to cut this one down. First I'll take off the numbers, and then I'll come right to where the words are. See if you fit just underneath, and you do. I don't know that I like that side as much, but let me see. If it was at the top of the page, maybe. Do I have a top of the page going on here? Ooh, and I do. That's perfect. So I'll put it on this one. Set this aside and go back to this one. I know I'm mumbling this morning. So now I get to keep the story of Thoth and cover up the crap about Carter and Sadie. And this is really a silly way to do it because I don't do it page by page. A lot of people do it page by page. But I just go to each page and first see what it absolutely needs for coverage. Yeah, that's right setup. And then I'll go through... Oh, come on, woman. Figure out how to do this. Yeah, that's what we want. Just above where it says the set animal. That way I only have the story I want to keep. Okay, I already read this part where it's talking about the Sphinx, and there's nothing crazy about this that I don't want to keep. And I read this part about the Griffin, and that one's all fine. So then it's just plain. Keep covered. This one needs to be covered. And contents of the survival guide, that works. That just straight up covers it. And then this could be a pocket. Yeah, I'll do that. This has to be a pocket because it just wants to be. And I know I'm not perfectly consistent on when I add a pocket and when I don't add a pocket. I know I'm not perfectly consistent on when I pull something out of the book to decorate it or when I leave it in. But it's my prerogative. Do what I want to do. It's my prerogative. You know, it feels different when I can't see the chat and I don't feel like someone's sitting across the table from me. I do kind of sort of feel like I'm talking to myself. Alright, I'm going to go right underneath where it says survival guide and lay you down. I'll probably put something down at the bottom when I come back to it. Alright. These ones definitely will need to be backed on that little folder, but I like them. Alright. Locations of power, these are all good. Wait, let's make sure. Yeah, that's fine. It's all good. Oh my gosh, that whole chapter is good. And we're to the end. We don't have any other pages that absolutely must be covered. And it's kismet. It just happened to work out that way. And so let me start back. And see. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's way behind where I'm at on my own screen. Okay. See the little things that I want to cover up before I start embellishing. This would be no different than if you were making a book and it was just with scrapbooking paper. I'm getting myself what base feels like it should be there. Oh, I can scroll now. That's exciting. Alright, so hey to Crafty Kitty and Luz, and to Marilyn. So lovely to see you guys. Alright, so now that I can see you guys, it feels like I'm hanging out with friends and not talking to myself. How ridiculous is that? This needs something along the side here, because I don't like how it looks where it's just partial. So let's do that. Let's put something along the side there. I'm just reaching in to find something. Strips and bits, maybe? Like this? Yeah, that works. Let me set this aside and pull this page out because I know he's in the middle. It does feel weird to use just this when crafting, because when I sit on the couch and do crafting by myself, I'm straight up with that glue stick. Alright. Which side do we want? Let's put them next to each other. Oh yeah, this way. This way for sure. And I know it's just what's in my own head, but when I'm looking at a page and I see where it's on 3 sides and not on the 4th side, I feel like it's missing something. I could put this on this side, but yeah, that doesn't feel right either. Alright, put this one in first. I'm using the edge. And then this one. Let's make you just a little bit shorter. Move on. This has got to be very boring for some people who like to watch things in sped up motion. This would be something where every once in a while when I get in the mood and I'm watching someone craft, I will just go and put it on double time and listen to them in fast speed when they're moving as slow as I'm moving right now. Because, you know, I can't do this fast. I don't know how to do this fast. Alright, these are all the gods. I don't know how I feel about this little boy. Feels a little young for me. This came from another page. Just cover him up altogether. That looks funny. Let me see. I could just go through it and sort through the ephemera that I want to use and I don't want to use and sort it by size. That would make it go faster for me versus always reaching in and out. And you guys always having to see my jammies. Could leave him like that. Yeah, that works. I'm doing a belly band on this one just under his eyeballs. I kind of like that. So instead of a normal belly band that goes across, I'm doing a top and bottom. Well, good morning, beautiful Malia. So cute how you say beautiful ladies, and my brain just immediately goes to lovely Malia. So I saw that Shelly was on last night, and I only caught her right at the very tip. Okay, give me your eyeballs. There we go. And look, it's going to come off the bottom just a little bit. I'll trim that. And I like that it's not obvious that something goes in there, but I'll set this in here so I remember. And that's good on both sides. I have these pens, I think they're called friction pens, and it writes on magazine pages so easily. Alright, we'll cover that. Ugh, I don't like how it says see page 38. Yeah. Alright, it's blending in with the page just a little bit too much for me. So what I might do is ink this one. And make that a belly band top to bottom. I'm gonna make it too chubby. I can already feel myself making it too chubby. And yes, I'm a messy inker. And yes, I go straight from the ink pad onto the paper. I don't always use a dauber. I sometimes use a dauber. Yeah, but not always. Alright, put you here. And now you stand out just a little bit more. Seriously, it's still choppy audio? That's horrible. I do notice that YouTube will sometimes fix it. Here we go. When it uploads. And so whatever it was that people were talking about, I won't see it in the upload, but that's because when I watch it after the fact, YouTube can fix those things and put it together. But if it's really a pain in the booty and it's choppy, then I could, here, I'll put this here so I don't forget it's one of these. Oh, that's a little childish too. Yeah, I'm going to have to go through these and take out the ones I don't want to keep. Alright, that's upright. Old golf map from when I took a trip to New York when my parents as a kid. That is a lovely memory. Alright. Oh, and look at this. I just happened to... So I was totally random in choosing which ones get which. But right here, this is the bottom of Florida. Or actually, it's the side of Florida, not even the bottom. Right here is where I grew up. Right, I was born in St. Petersburg, which is way down at the bottom here. And then I grew up just next to where in between those two bridges that you see crossing there. And I go over to Tampa, which is right here. That's funny. Not that you guys want that level of detail, but that's kind of cute. So we drove all the way there, from there, which is central west coast of Florida, and went all the way up to, and we'll cover this, I'm thinking. I think I just want to do something. Oh, they're both pink. Oh, give me the color I'm looking for. I have no idea what I was talking about because now I'm thinking about what I'm looking for. Alright, that's it. I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to sort these by size because this is going to take me too long if I don't. And you guys can do it however it is that you want to do it, but uh-oh, look at what's going to happen to me. I'm going to have to work on making sure that I don't make it way too wide so it still closes. That'll be the goal. Okay. And the reason I sort by size, and I know people are going to laugh at me for this, but the reason I sort by size is simply because it makes me faster at crafting. Alright, so this is big, this is big. These are strips. And this will be itty bitty, and this will be bigger. Uh-oh, the Hubs is home. I wonder if he's going to be noisy. This is how I sort when I am doing clusters too. Is that silly? Okay, strips. Little strips and big strips, and ooh, that's a good one. I like this one. This would be nice layered on that page we were just on. Alright. That's pretty good size. This one is also pretty big. Keep the alligator together. Oh, I said I was going to get rid of the ones that I didn't like too, didn't I? Alright, I'll keep an eye for that if something's childish. I like this feather of truth thing. That makes me want to put a feather on the front cover. I think I might do that. Tiny strips, long. I'm sure somebody's like, well, why didn't you do this when you prepared? Well, because this is how I'm crafting. You can fast forward past this if you want. Alright, these I don't want. Oh, I don't mind that. Oh, it still says cane in the middle on that little thing. I'll save it. That'll be my no pile. Yeah. Yeah. I had a feeling I wasn't going to save this guy for myself. But I do like things like this. You fit in there. Tiny, tiny. Ooh, that even fits in the tiny. This is a nice review of what comes in the kit, though. I don't know if that really fit. Well, yeah, it's a magical place, so maybe. Yeah, I don't want to keep him. Or these guys. This came off the front of the book. This will definitely make it a lot easier to pull it together, though. I'll consider that part of the strips. I don't even know if I want to keep... Well, this could be layered like if it was clustered. Tiny little little strips. Ooh, I like this story. This story can cover up something big. Forgot about that. And he's good. Oh, and that covers something big too. Alright, this works out nicely. So I don't have too many of the little things, which I was thinking I might have a lot of. Try to keep you on screen, but I'm not going to be able to keep all of those embellishments on screen. Now I can do these bigger ones as I go through the book. Alright, let's do this one more time. I like this. He can just go here. Yeah, I did come into Shelly's stream, but I was so late into the stream that I didn't want to interrupt. She was already at woo-woo time. Okay, this brief history is so perfect, I don't even want to embellish these pages. The only thing I don't like is I can see at the bottom the page numbers. I'll decide whether or not I want to keep them there. Alright, this one needs a little something. That's too big. That is good journaling space, though. So let's put something just on the side. That'll be the snake. Put them coming up. Yeah, we'll put them... I'm deciding. Yep, just on the side. Well, good morning, Mary. Are you guys sick of me yet? Still working on this book? It's just, I don't know, when I get to working on something, I gotta just keep going until I'm done with the something, whatever that something is. I think he needs some eyeballs down here at the bottom of this. I feel bad not doing this with a glue stick. Alright, well this could actually be a tuck spot if I wanted to. Yeah, look at that. It could be. With that said, I might just put him here. It's about the Book of the Dead. Alright, on to the next one. And for those of you who are religious, it's still important for us to know the history of different religions. It doesn't mean you have to obey or follow the things that you read here. Said before, is just checking to see if things have to be covered because it looks childish. And you guys can do however it is you choose to do. I really can't believe how behind the video is. Right now, just to show you what delay I have on my screen with the chat, it's only showing the map part. And so this one is going to be this. And if I do it here, yeah, it needs something behind it. Yeah, this is fine. I think I'll come back and doodle on this page. I like this better. You lived in Tampa? Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I grew up there. Not in Tampa, but over in the Pinellas County, the Clearwater side. This is a little cartoony too, but I'm okay with that, especially that they're right next to each other. I like this pocket. What do I want to put in this pocket? He's wide enough. Let me see. Oh, that's perfect. All right, so if this is right here, I need him to come out just a little bit. So I'm going to trim off just a touch of the purple, because I don't want it to stick out so much I can't close my book. And then I'll cover the back side with writing stuff. Yep. Let me see, I'll just pull one of these out. That works. And all I'm doing is I'm just using whatever catches my eye as I make this. I find that I go into design paralysis if I start thinking about it too much. So if I just grab quickly the things I'm looking for, then I won't stress about it so much. I can put something over here, but I like the bird. I should have thought about that. Yeah, that's okay. You can see, I warned you, I go into paralysis when I overthink something. And that's okay. I'm going to move the book out of the way because I know I'm about to stick to the bottom part. These scissors are going to be so gummy, will have to be cleaned when I'm done with today. Alright, and now I'm going to need one of the strips. Not that one. Maybe this one coming up from the bottom. Yeah, that looks good. Oops, I went a little bit high. Back to the I wish I was using a glue stick moment. But I'm already slow for you guys. You can hear him in the background talking to Alexa. Oh, the cable guys have already left and the internet is not working. So you know what this means? This means I'm going to have to come back on at another time because I'm going to have to make a phone call that this is not okay. So frustrating. It really is so frustrating. All right, with that said, love and hugs to you guys. I really just, yes, I'm very frustrated with the whole fighting with the internet thing. Let me just do a little bit more play. All right, I'm okay with this. So frustrating. It really is. Why can't people or companies do the work they're supposed to be doing? You know, that would be great. Be my preference anyway. And their customer service with Xfinity, and I'm going to vent for a second if you guys don't mind, but the customer service with Xfinity is so bad. I've called a couple of times, and they say they're going to come out or they say they're going to do something, and then I call back and I say, okay, but nobody's shown up and we don't have any record of this call. How do you not have a record of a call? Like, aren't they supposed to log every time someone makes a phone call? I have a record of the calls. I don't know. Oh, I should have inked this one. And yep, it's a messy ink. That's what I do. Shh, you didn't hear me touching the sticky. Can you believe it's almost February? I can't believe it. Kind of freaks me out a little bit. Oh my gosh, no. Oh, I just did that one at an angle. You know what? I'm just going to smudge my ink. Can't believe I just did that at an angle. So now I'm going to do this one at an angle to make me feel more balanced because I'm so crooked. I need to ink this edge. It's a nice thing about the shiny paper is I can get it to smudge nicely. I like that. It was hard to decide between the monkey on the back side holding the eye and the thing on the front side, but I did find myself absolutely deciding this each time. Yes, I know there's not a lot of journaling space yet. I'll deal with that later. All right, this story is good. The story is good. Then we need to cover up Little Muffin. Put this down at the bottom. I'm going to pull Muffin out to cover it up. Remember where I'm at. Here. All right, can I use... I don't know if I want to put the snake on the same page. No, let me see. Ooh, that's kind of nice. So this one is like a whole story. It talks about the equinox and the solstice and the story behind it. And then it talks about the Feather of Truth challenge. I could put this next to the feather, which I know I have trimmed out somewhere. It should be over here. Come on, you know you want to be in here. I don't think the feather was so small that it fit into the smaller category. Let me see. Or did I already use it? Somebody yell at me. You already used the feather. Oh, wait. Nope, that's not it. Well, I don't know. I don't know where it's at. Oh, well. I guess I won't use the feather next to it. Yeah, that's fine. See, I don't even have to put my gator all by himself. I'll just cover up Muffin. No, I cover up too much of the gator now. Let me see. Take something little. And cover up the words. And this is sometimes where I fall into analysis paralysis, is to decide exactly where I want to put things. Because all right, that's working for me. I could take the comic book face and put him behind. Yeah, let me see. Am I covering up all the words? Not complete. Oh, I can almost get it. There we go. I got all the words. All right. I don't know. What do you think about that layout? It's a little bit clumsy. I know what's missing. Journaling space. That's what's missing. So if I take these two off and I take this off, then I should put this under here and something little up there. Little and able to write. Let's see what I have in this one that's little and I can write on it. Oh, look. Oh, I thought I found a feather. Darn it. Yeah, none of those. I could write on this one. Yep, that's what I'll do. Okay. If I set you all the way up where I'm covering up this little cat. I can do it this way, that's fine. And I almost never, don't worry, I almost never put things in the way I do as the layout because that's how my memory works. It sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't, but as soon as I feel confident in laying things out, then I just go with it. And let's bring you down to where you just cover that up. Oops, I left some white right there. It's on the back side of his tail, just blue. All right, we'll put you down. Well, the internet must be working because he's watching TV, and we aren't plugged into cable anymore. So maybe when he just talked to Alexa, Alexa has to be reset, but I can't do that until I have my phone. Let's just hope that it's all good. That would be nice. All right, so I am going to take you all the way to the edge because that would look better. And you, I am just going to take you on this edge because if I feel like it, I can put something in there as a tuck spot. Just in case my book turns into alligator mouth, this would be a funny spot to remind me. Using a crocodile. Alright, here we go. I want to make sure that I'm not past the fold. So that's what I'm doing here. With a shaky hand, no less. There we go. And this needs a little something on the circle. Too big, too little, too big. Oh, this might work. Nope, too big. Maybe I should have cut a few tiny things. Well, this might work. Yeah, that works. If you guys are chatting, I definitely can't see it. It's so frustrating. I'm kind of whiny today. We have those days, I suppose. That is funny how far behind you are. Alright, here we go. We're going to make her look almost angelic. Let's put it up a little higher to give it... No, I like it down below. It's behind her head. And they look like airplane wings. Like what they give little kids when they ride on a plane. Alright. The back side of this should be journaling space. So let me go to here and get another piece of paper for, oh, well, you know, a ticket. Yep, that works. You know, and while I'm doing this one, what I might do is I might put one of my own business cards as a reminder to myself. It says, by Rick Rendon, so I gotta give this guy a little bit of credit. Then put my own business card right here. That way it'll help me remember the time period. And then tuck that in there. There we go. Bring this back over and move on. See where we want to go to the next section. See, I can write on there. Pull this out. That's a good part of the story. Good part of the story. And that's all good. I like the story of this. This is covered up. This needs a little something long. I don't think I'm going to use this. Too cartoony. But this could take a spot right there. And I'm going to stick it in the middle so I can tuck from either side if I feel like it. Why? Because that's what I do. Ooh. I noticed that it's square right there. I don't know how I feel about that being all by itself. See what I mean? Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it on the edge over here. I need something small that'll tuck over there. I'm sitting on my foot and my foot is falling asleep. Alright, do you fit? Nope. I'll fit over here though. And you're too wide, I'm sure. Yep. So what I'll do is I'll put this as a tuck on this side. Just to remind me. Ooh, no, forget that. I'll put this as a tuck on this side. And then this is nice and narrow, so I can put it as a tuck on that side. That's a good journaling spot because I can journal behind it and journal in front of it. And we're on to the last section. Okay, these guys need to be backed. That is not okay the way they are. Take all of these. And these are different kinds of magicians. So I'm going to take this. I feel like a hack doing it this way, but this is what I'm going to do. I am just going to glue it down to the graph paper and then trim them out. Is that silly? I don't know. And again, the glue stick would actually work better as long as you keep it nice and smooth, because then you're not going to have any bump when you're writing. It'll be smooth writing. And so these will be journaling cards. And because I'm using as few tools as possible, I don't have my corner rounder out. But what I probably would do if I was doing this for myself, well, hugs back at you. Bye, Mary. All right. If I was doing this for myself, I probably would corner around all these. Oh, I like the back of that right there, but I like the story better. And then do, you know, if this going at normal speed is boring for you guys, I would really like to hear that in comments, because then what I could do is I could just speed these things up and put them to music if you want to see how I decorated mine, or just do flip throughs. And I don't know what people's preferences are. I'm going to put you as close to the edge as I can, with a little bit of hangover. These are definitely not straight. That's good to know. I have a garbage can right below me, and I keep throwing garbage right in front of me. I don't know why I do that. There we go. Oops. I suppose it doesn't matter if it's upside down or not. This is where it's going to get loud. Leave a little bit. So on two of them, I left a little on the top and bottom. And on two of them, I got it kind of close to the edge. So I'll leave a little to this. Save these, because I'll need these little scraps as I go. Okay. Ooh. I'm sitting on my foot, and my foot fell asleep again. I don't know why I'm so goofy that I sit on my foot so often. Alright, so now these can be journaling spots and go into the book. And while I have my sticky out, this is folded in such a way that the part I didn't want to see is on the back. I'll put that over there. Now hopefully they stick in a little bit better. I could put something here to hold it in up top. Let's do that. Less likely to fall out if I do that. There we go. And then these two were in here. I'll just put them both right there, actually. That needs to be covered. Oh, I'm running out of the big things. Or did I just merge them all? I probably just merged them all. It's interesting how many of those are all over the world. We have one in DC too. There's one in Egypt. I don't know where the other ones are. It might say, oh, here we go, locations. See, this one's in London. Looks so similar. That one's in Paris. I did see this one, actually. When I saw it, I thought, wow, it's a smaller version of the one in DC. I forget what the one in DC is called. All right. For some reason, this book is reminding me of like, oh, Dan Brown, is that his name? Dan Brown's book. Oh, see, this one talks about Carter and Sadie. Do these ones? Ooh, this one does too. Carter and Sadie. Ooh. Do the other ones? No, these ones don't. So these talk about them. Let me see about just layering these over. All right, that works. And you know what? I am not going to get all fancy pants on this. I am just going to do the glue in the middle. And if, like, for me, I don't need to have it go all the way to the edge. But for those of you who do, take the time and you do that. Now you guys are like, what are you doing? It's not going all the way to the edge. It's going to lift up a little bit. Yeah, that's okay with me. Oh. That one. Trim this just a little bit right here. Oh, that is not a straight cut. I'll just pretend it is and we'll move on. All right, and this one still says Carter and Sadie stuff. Dag nabbit. But I like this guy. Let me see. Yeah, that works. If I was making this to sell, I actually would make it so much different. Isn't that funny? I make things much more precise if I'm making it for sales. If I'm making it for myself, then my goal is typically just to get it to where I can journal in it. Isn't that silly? And now you can see my preference is definitely doing the glue stick. All right. This one. Oh, that's all the pages. All right. Now, Now I just want to put stuff on each of these pages that feels right. Oh, that's a good tuck spot. Nope. Nope. Maybe. Yeah, I'm losing some of my feel for it because it's all too much of the same color. And I don't like the blue with that blue background, but I do like these two together, so let's flip to another section and do that. And that's what I'm going to do. We'll just do the covers. And for some reason, this one makes me feel like it's steampunk. All right. Okay. And just going to line you up. There we go. To the middle. This one needs a strip something. Boy, I am really, none of us are chatty today. All right. Don't make a mess, woman. There we go. What's the deal with that is? Maybe I need more coffee or more tea or something. I didn't make this a tuck spot. Why? Because it's a snake and I don't want to touch it. I already had to touch it. Okay. All of these are fine. This definitely needs a little something. Ooh, that glare is horrible for you guys sometimes. I apologize for that. I'll have to cover the back of this. Nope. Nope. Maybe I'll just put it on a page. And that's what I'm going to do. Put it on her page. I do like her, though. But nobody needs to see her tennis shoes. Okay, and this one, even though it says page 38, we're going to get rid of where it says page. Ooh, I like the back of that, too. That might go into a tuck. And I'm not going to worry now about where it says page 38. Let's put you into the tuck here. Where'd it go? I just had it. There it is. Like the front and the back of that. This one needs coverage on the front. Let's do like a little cluster mess because everybody knows I do not like this page. Too many squares. Alright, so this is going to go here last. Nope. Two childish things aren't working for me. Let's go with something that has a different shape. There we go. Now it's working for me. And I kind of like this color schemes too. So I'll take off this bit and it goes into the back. I had a feeling I was going to morph back into doing the glue stick. By the way, if you are a hardest watching, then let me know if you need more glue sticks. And don't forget, don't just lick it, stick it. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, I do worry about that on doing it at full speed, or if I should just keep going at... Oh, this could be a tuck right there. Look at that. We're going to put you right here. And this is where I need the tape for sure. Tuck on that side, tuck on this side. It's going to be tuck on this side. Nobody's going to care that it's upside down. And on this tuck, I'm going to go ahead and put my favorite piece, and this is where the hieroglyph thing goes. Because I have my two favorite things next to each other. The map and the actual Egyptian hieroglyphs. I can't believe that that just happened. Alright, so here's the map and the hieroglyphs. I mean, here's the hieroglyphs and the map I have there. I want a little something right here. I feel like it needs... Sometimes I feel like a nut. Okay, here we go. Check this out. I am going to do a classic little cluster. I need a few things together to make it feel right. And just staple it. Yep. I'm pushing too hard. It's a good thing I'm not writing on this page. Alright, there we go. And this staple, what do I want to cover it up with? Cover it up with the triangle, maybe? I could just cover it. Oh, that's too much. Too big. So it's going to go with one of these triangles. Oh, nope, I lied. It's going to go with this. And for those of you who love clusters, I always need a cluster somewhere. Alright, this page is the one that folds out, and we need to cover that. I found the feather of truth. Where was that I needed the feather? Maybe I'll put it here. Too dark. Let's see how this goes. Doesn't look good next to each other. So that's not going to happen right there. How do you work? Yeah, you're fine. So now I'm going to keep with the dark in the background and layer it that way. You ask me why, and it's because I need a variation in color. Uh-oh, I have a little bit of glue on this side. Let's pretend that didn't happen. I'm staggering them just a little bit, not a lot. And then this one is a tuck. Oops. And what do I want to tuck underneath it? Something that has nothing to do with Egypt. So while you were out, isn't that funny? This one needs the feather of truth. This chicken head is definitely... If this lion's head was facing the other direction, he would go there. Yeah, no. Oh, I have more embellishments than I need for this book, I think. This is another one where it's just on 3 sides. I'm going to take my strips, go with 2 colors. Oh, actually, I only need 1 color for this one. Oh, nope, I need 2. I don't know what I did with my tiny scissors, so... There we go. Ooh, that's not bad. Yeah, I'll use that one instead. So I don't know how I feel about this guy on the left. He's a little bit cartoony for me. Yeah, this works. Where is my tape? There it is. So what are you guys up to today? I know we're sitting here kind of quiet, half mumbling. Definitely not the best. Oh, did you see what I did? I need to have this below that. Let's see if I can get that to happen. Crap. Well, we do make mistakes, I suppose. I'll just start you at the bottom here. need to turn it sideways to trim that excess. And we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. All right. I do like this page. This is Thoth. He definitely needs... Did I make him a tuck spot or anything? No. Oh, I did a little bit. All right, that's what we're going to do, is use this guy right here and write his name down. I know you guys are probably sick of flipping through these, but it helps me to design it that way, to start to see where things are missing, what I want to add. All right. This will also be a tuck of some sort. Oh, let's make it a side tuck. I'm going to put him on a different page because I put the sticky on the wrong side. This one's a pocket. Yep. Knowing that it's a pocket, I am going to put... Is this too tall? Oh, it's a little too tall. So is this too wide? Oh no, he fits nicely. Let's just put this envelope in here too. So when I do an envelope, what I'll do is, sometimes I'll decorate it, sometimes I don't. But what I usually do is just come in and trim this part right here. That way, when it's folded, you can open and close each side. If they accidentally get stuck together, then I'll just glue that part. I'll just put you right there. Why? Because that's where I wanted you to go. All right. And I'll put in the two fiery things on this side. They need to be backed. Let's back them. Oh, look, that's a mileage log. Oh my gosh, you got stalled. Oh my goodness, good morning, Scotty. How are you doing? Haven't seen you in so long. I miss you, girlfriend. All right, let me see. This might actually work as a two-sided thing. Yep, you're no longer a tuck spot. Now you're just paraphernalia. That's what you are. Okay, tape. What are you crafting these days? And how are you feeling? Exploring the house. I just went underneath it. Now I don't have to cut much off. I can write on that if I feel like it. Sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't. Hold on, here we go. Do you fit there? Yeah, not quite. Oh, you do like that, though. So Scotty, am I still coming across as spotty sound where it doesn't stay with the sound? I mean, whatever they meant with the spotty sound. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, I'll fold this in half and it'll just go on the other side. Yeah, I don't like the front of that one. I'm going to fix that. Where's the other side? Oh, I see. So I'll put that there. This is two-sided. And didn't got him. Oh my gosh. You can't see me. Oh no. What happened? Am I back? Is everything good now? Smack of Janoli's, that'd be horrible if it wasn't. And I can definitely write on the other side. I should have done it the opposite way though. There we go. I like it better that way. Not so much on the square. I'll have to let this dry before I stick it in there. Get the glue off. My inky gluey fingers. Trim off this side too. Oh, I need some tea. Okay, I think I'm going to go get something to eat. I'm going to flip through really... Oh, I said I was going to let that dry. I'm going to flip through really quick, make sure I'm not missing any important things. And then consider this almost done. I don't like this guy. I keep saying that, and I don't do anything about it. Okay, how do I fix this guy? Everybody knows I don't like you. Well, that's just silly. Okay, that's just funny. All right. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this guy. He's just not making me happy. So let's just fix him. Let's just put him here instead. Then I'll like it. Oh, but this one is... Alright. I am just going to wiggly cut it because this is a pocket. I forgot it was a pocket. You know what this kind of reminds me of is an hourglass. I'll put a flat bottom. See if I like them better now. Oh yeah, that's better. And I'll put something on the top and bottom just in case I ever decide to use this. That's something I can tuck through. But it might be getting too chubby now to close, so I gotta stop embellishing here in a bit. And I'll put this on the bottom. I just want to cover up the word Sadie because that's the Disney character. Oh, for goodness sakes. I have a little bump in the middle. Okay, that part's done. This part. All of this is fine. Oh, I don't like that. So I've run out of my big things. So I am just going to cluster up anything that doesn't have text to cover this now. All right, that's pretty, it goes on top. That's pretty, it goes on top. Let's put you in the middle. That's pretty, and that's pretty. All right, so let me see. We'll put you on the edge. We'll put you on the edge. Living on the edge. Okay. Put you in the middle. Just trying to cover up the text enough that I don't feel like it's super ugly. Put you on the edge. Oops. Actually, I'll put you right there. I still have the word section 2 on here. Maybe I'll just include this in the middle. I don't like it. All right, yeah, you're fine there. I guess I'm going to leave section 2 there. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to just put this right here. The beauty of glue, right? Couldn't have done that if it was the dry glue. All right, I feel like it needs a little something right here. I don't know what the something is yet. Maybe it just comes down. Certainly a cluster of images. Oh, there we go. That's what we need, is information. Trying to find the right spot, and that's not the right size. Let me see if it just needs to go up. No, then I lose his face. Then I lose her eyes. I don't know. I don't know how you feel, but I'm feeling like it needs something. And I don't know what that something is. Yeah, it's a cluster. I will just leave it like it is and not worry about it, even though I feel like it does need something. Let me see if any of these work. These are just scraps from the paper cuts I did earlier. Yep, that's it. That's what it needed. I am getting close to eating. And now my brain is starting to think about eating. Oh, you are going to glue down better than that. Don't just lick it. Put some glue on it, woman. Yep, that's what I needed. Let's move it over a little bit. And yep, I get glue on my stuff. It just happens. I don't stress about it. Like I said, this one's for me, so y'all don't have to worry about it. All right, I love this story. Love this story. Like this guy. That I can write on. All of this is good. This needs something. Okay, this guy right here belongs in a pocket of some sort. These three need to be put somewhere. Yeah. This guy's fine down on the corner. Standing in Winslow, Arizona. Standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Isn't that how it goes? Such a fine sight to see. Oh man, how does the rest of that go? I don't know. I always want to put it up in the middle third, but nope. I'm going to put it down here. I like that scarab. Reminds me of Aladdin. This page is fine all by himself. This. This needs a tuck spot. Had to make sure I was doing it on the right side, unlike what I did earlier. I guess I ended up not using so much of the graph paper. It's kind of surprising. It's funny how the two stuck, so I'll stick with that. All right. Let's go back to the ones I said I didn't